G'day guys and welcome back to GNs_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video here we're going to be taking on the Intensifying Fights new stage, stage 10, and we've got a mission to beat this one with a full Corroded Body and Mind team. Now, Corroded Body and Mind sitting in a pretty good place at the moment, and then obviously we've got the new Gohan and Goten, so we're going to bring them as a friend instead of Baby, and yeah, let's see what type of magic we can conjure up with this team here. Not too sure how difficult this one will be. I'll tell you straight off the bat that this is not what I wanted my first rotation to look like. So AGL Rose started off in slot 7. Dang, what an annoying opening set of rotations. But what we can do is that there, and then we may as well grab that, get some same type of key spheres, and let's see how we do with this here. So, the mission, as I mentioned, beat it with Corroded Body and Mind. There is also a mission to defeat Super Baby 1. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of procs him to appear, or whether he just appears anyway and the mission is just for like an extra stone for defeating a stage. Sort of like when we go through Infinite Dragon Ball history. But yeah, other than that, as I said, Corroded Body and Mind is definitely on the up at the moment. We've also got the Super Easy A for the AGL Margin Vegeta, and now I'm questioning why did I not bring him. I actually did his Super Easy A straight away, so I do have him sitting there. He would be able to provide that great support. He's got the orb changing, definitely a missed opportunity. Would be pretty fire if the STR Rose was able to do one more super and get if he can get the finish here on Trunks, that activates the last of his passive. Oh, nice. Okay, so now SDR Rose is going to be looking really, really good. Nice, that's a big W. What we can do in terms of this rotation is we can rock with you in slot 1, then that's going to give you 4, and then we're going to get big bad bosses with the STR Baby. So that's really impactful for him too. We can do that, and then into that for Rose. Perfect. Remember, before Gohan and Goten attack, they do have a ton of dodge. We've obviously got their entrance animation, so I'm pretty sure before they attack, they do have the full 100% dodge. Their attack stats are a little bit lower than I was expecting here. Maybe that's just due to me not having like some of the free-to-play units on this team, but they do need to dodge to get built up, so maybe that's where their numbers will steadily climb. Baby is only 55% for me, but still, I was going to say we're relying on his 70% chance to dodge, and I guess number inflation. A lot of these extreme class units these days, I am pretty much just thinking of them when they're being ran on the Physical Omega team, and yeah, with that domain, it does really add a lot of extra juice. So probably doesn't make sense just to think that all units are going to be hitting crazy numbers like that. So what we'll do in terms of this one, we'll let AGL Rose get built up, get hit. That should be really, really helpful for him to be able to put up, firstly, really good offensive numbers, but then also a lot better defensive numbers, because remember, he does get that damage reduction with being hit. At least we got one in before he's being supered. Honestly, I thought we would have had a bit more range to work with before Baby was firing off another additional, but doesn't look like his super attacks have the craziest amount of heat on them, I will say. So this rotation, I've left AGL Rose around because that means that we will be able to get him next to the STR Rose. We all know how powerful of a combo those two are together, so we are going along very, very slowly here. Given that we haven't been able to do the craziest amount of damage here, what I think I might do is actually save the active skill for Gohan and Goten, because that will then allow for us to build up the rest of the attack. Actually, it's just a guaranteed dodge, isn't it? It doesn't have... I don't think it has an actual attack part. Maybe we'll save it, just in case there is one more stage on top of this one, where it gets increasingly more difficult. That's sort of just the safer option a lot of these times. So we're going to have a lot of orb changing here as well, because we're going to have the Goku Black, and then, yeah, we've also got you. So we see that the super attack is in slot 1. Maybe we just pop it. Probably doesn't hurt. So we can grab same type key spheres with you. From memory, you're not a nuker of any description, is he? 3 or more, 5 or more. I guess we can grab that for the 5 or more. May as well give him the full stats buff there, and that leaves us enough to... No, we don't get the 18 key. That's annoying. So yeah, as I was saying before, we do get the guaranteed dodge from this active, and I'm pretty sure that they get a percentage boost just for the rest of battle, like a permanent buff, if I've read that correctly. So I guess that'll at least help us pump out a ton of damage on Baby here, and then, yeah, Super Baby 2 in slot 2 will be able to put in a bit of work. We don't have Big Bad Bosses active for him here, so he is going to be missing stats on that front. And then I'm going to be very, very intrigued to see if there is a further one more. Actually, that's another reason why their stats would be a lot higher, is because they have the multi-turn super attack effect. Remember, on 18 key, they got the greatly for 3 turns, and then I think on 12 key it's the 30% for 2 turns. So that's worth taking into consideration as well. So Super Baby 2 just doing his thing with the dodges. I'm still very, very impressed that we did manage to get a finishing blow with the STR Goku, Zamasu, whatever you want to call this free-to-play unit. That does unlock quite a bit of his passive. So pretty fire, gives him the dodge chance. So yeah, bang. There it is. Straight to work. Just in case there is one further stage, I think we might actually save that active. If we go that into that, we are building up this Dokkan cage there. We'll collect all of that, give off that extra support. Attack at the start wouldn't have worried me in the slightest with our boy STR Rose. Kapow. So that's going to give... The reason I put him in slot 1 was so that we could get the 18 key super attack effect from him. So that means that AGL Rose in slot 2 is not only going to have all of those extra links active this rotation, but he's getting that 18 key attack support. And I actually thought it would have jumped him up to a little bit higher. Yeah, that's right. He's still got a little bit of build up to get. If he does get triple supered, that should allow us to finish this one and see if there is... Nope, don't worry. I was going to say see if there is an extra phase. There you go. So his attack is now fully built up. I don't think Janemba will have enough pep in his step to get... yeah, nowhere near. And I don't have him with a crit build. From memory, I do have this Janemba built with a full additional and dodge build. So... bang. That's fine. We could go giant. Maybe we... but they benefit from the multi-turn support. So YOLO. We'll grab that into that. And it doesn't matter what we grab from there. Yeah, Gohan and Goten still getting their dodges off. So 40 million. So that's that active skill buff must not be permanent. That must just be a one-turn thing. Definitely worth taking note of. Well, there you go. There was an extra phase. So, Corroded Body and Mind, done and dusted. In terms of options that you could switch in here, may as well have a quick look. So you can see, again, there is the team that I use. We get the 5 missions done, 15 stones there, and there must be more on the home page. If we go here, we hit Corroded Body and Mind, which is right there. I haven't grinded the free-to-play units yet. You got obviously physical Janemba would probably work well. You got all the Rose clones in here. You could literally just run a straight Super Bosses team. You could run this into Super Baby 2, who could definitely be a really interesting option in here as well. AGL Trunks would probably work considering the bosses didn't seem to hit too hard. But the most important unit that I probably should have brought was this guy. When you look at all of this, yeah, I think he would have been pretty beneficial in the team. But either way, let me know what team you use to get this one done down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.